Hello, dear friends. So, today I want to share with you guys an experience, something that happened to me 25 years ago, that led me into what I'm doing right now. One of the things that culminated into spreading my messages and calling myself the roving messenger. It so happened that while I was studying to become a medical doctor at the University of Nigeria, which I eventually dropped out of school from, but as at that time, I was having a series of problems. Um, Emotional problems, psychological problems. I was having family issues. A lot of things were just going wrong while I was studying to become a medical doctor. And I was at my wit's end. I didn't know what to do. So I had this friend of mine, a roommate, who now asked me to join him to visit a prophet, a seer, who was in his school. And the guy was a rave as at that time, this prophet. So I was like, okay, it wouldn't harm me or nothing will happen. Let me just go and see what's going. Maybe I can get an answer as to what was really wrong, what was going on with me. There were instances. Let me just cite one instances. There were instances where some of my friends would ask me to do maybe assignments for them, medical school assignments. I would do assignments for them. The assignments that I did do, they would get 10/10. But when me I do that same assignment, the same thing which I gave them and put it on my own, I'll get zero or I'll get 1/10. A lot of things were just going wrong. And I knew I needed help. I needed spiritual help. So I followed my friend and we went to see this seer. So while I was approaching the seer, he looked at me and there were some things he said. And then he now said I should turn around and he wanted to see some things. And he said some other things. And he now said that, okay, that he wanted to continue the consultation in my room. And then there were some other people who uh, wanted consultation with him, and he asked all of us to go to my hostel, to my room. So while we were there with this my roommate, we left Enugu State University, which, as I said, was sharing a fence with University of Nigeria. As at that time, we went to my hostel. So while we were there, he then asked us to line up, and when we were lined up, we were now praising and singing praises to God. And while we were there, he kept on looking at me. I noticed he was looking at me, and he now said that while we were there, he saw the heavens open up and he saw angels going up and down and people going up and down this ladder. Now, as at that time, I was a bit shocked. Not necessarily shocked because that was not the first time I'd received some kind of prophecy. Um, so I was perplexed in a way. I was like, another prophecy again. And as at that time, I didn't think I was worthy to be called by God because as at that time when I was in university, I was quote unquote a bad boy. Uh, I used to, most partly because of my emotional state, I was indulging on all sorts, trying to douse the pain, what I was feeling as at that time, which nobody really understood. My family members didn't understand what was going on. My friends didn't really understand what was going on. So when this prophecy now came, I was like, again. So he now asked me to do some rituals and read some psalms and do some rituals. But and I had a dream that I should not do those things, and I didn't do them. And ever since that time till now, I still keep getting revelations and experiences, some very powerful ones about my role, my mission in life. Now, I'm not saying all these things as if I'm like Jesus Christ or anything, or no, at all. But I just want to say that I love Jesus Christ, and I I do not know. I just quote some of his passages in my write-ups. As some of you know who have been following me on Facebook, I do a lot of spiritual write-ups. Most of those times when those things happen, I'm often possessed by the Spirit of God, and I write those things down. Sometimes I don't even know when I do them. The Spirit of God possesses me, and I put those things down, and I even go back to even read those things because I know that it's the Spirit of God that has taken control. Now, why am I sharing this with you guys? I want my followers, you guys should take the things which I post very seriously because they're actually divinely inspired, especially during this period when the earth is going through this turmoil of wars and all that stuff. Now, as I said, I'm not claiming to be Jesus, but I can claim one thing, that I am a messenger of Christ. And I use the words of Jesus to buttress my point. And these things come on their own volition, and I just post them out on the internet for people to read, for us to grow to the next stage in our spiritual evolution. So that is my role here. And I just thought maybe I should share this experience with you so that even me myself, I could take myself even more seriously. Because when I started this ministry, which was about 7, 8 years ago, that seriously, I had a series of experiences. They were just coming back to back, back to back. I knew that I had to go into myself. And then God now called me that I should take these things I'm doing more seriously. My alias, the roving messenger, is actually divinely inspired, um, based on some of the experiences which I have had. If I share some of those experiences with you guys, many of them are too incredible. So I keep them to myself. But I said, I just want to share this one with you, so that you can appreciate some or all the things which I share to help humanity go on to the next level. So thank you very much. And for all those people who have been encouraging me, I thank you so much. Um, the world is going through a lot right now, and I'm not the only one doing this. There are several of us doing it. I'm just one of them. But I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know my role in this thing that is happening right now. And I'll urge you guys to please really, really take cognizance of some of the things that are right and practice them. It will help. So thank you very much, and stay blessed. God is with us.